Hello, welcome to Frontiers in Bioscience podcast series, where we discuss our past cosmic and biological evolution and our path to own biological and cosmic fate. I am your host, Dr. Sai.
I am blessed to be here in front of all of you to deliver a message in a series of monologue podcasts that I call The Insight. The reason for such terminology is really clear. I want to provide a unified message where we have come from and where we're going, and why it is necessary for all of us to have the insight of the importance of this moment in time. I am a humanist, a philanthropist, and I love the entire humanity. I love all of you who are listening to me. I thank all of you for being here. I also want, before I start, I want to really give a message. Anything that I say, it is truly merely only my own ideas and my own expressions and our own thoughts. And I hope that I will not infringe of anyone's faith, religion, or hypothesis that ever existed or will ever exist in future. I hope that if you oppose me and if you have a different views, that you come on my show, and I would promise that I will listen with logic and reasoning that is required to listen to all of you. I would like you to be with me and talk to me, and if you're right, you will see that I will accept any logical explanations of our world or the hypothesis that I would offer you. These series of podcasts is really the notions and the ideas that have emerged since I was a child. I will try and have tried to understand the underpinning of what created our universe, and particularly my own field, why we age and why we suffer from such diverse reasons for diseases, ailments, and ultimately death. As a humanist, I found an opportunity in 1995 when I was first introduced to the internet. I saw the magic the internet offered, and by January 1996, I envisioned to create the first medical electronic journal based on foundation of helping humanity. I created Frontiers in Bioscience as a non-profit organization that its entire mission was really to help you and entire humanity through science, through understanding, through reaching out to so many people to help me to create the vast amount of scientific knowledge in medicine under one roof, the so-called Encyclopedia of Bioscience. I went online on January 1st, 1996, astonished by the reaction of National Library of Medicine, who wrote to me 6 months later that they have reviewed and they think that this pioneering effort has to be celebrated by them indexing this journal. It took not so many years by so many universities that accept this entity, contribute to it. And ultimately, in 2010, I arrived in California to create what was my dream, a lifetime dream, to create Frontiers in Bioscience Research Institute on Aging and Cancer, to understand why cancer is immortal and offer such an opportunity to us, so then we can have a longer life and happier life. And I'm so fortunate that I'm at the dawn of understanding what may be the key even to reverse the aging process. However, before I get there, I would like to share with you a story of a lifetime of understanding the questions that has been posed to me by the nature and by so many people who have been my teacher. I will start with the physics and the laws that govern our materialistic world. However, I will propose the idea to the thinkers that have brought us here to start thinking, instead of a linear thought process, bilateral thinking, to overcome our limitations. I will offer you the existing knowledge about physics from the moment of Big Bang to the inflation that followed, to the understanding of theory of relativity, to the fact that we live in a holographic world, and the reason why Hubble observed that our universe is expanding. And then ultimately, just close to 2 decades ago, we realized that our universe not only expanding, but it also accelerating, forcing the physicists to create the dark energy and dark matter, without which they could not grasp the idea of this acceleration of our universe. I will tell you and take you through a journey in time from the moment that our universe appears to be born 13.79 billion years ago to the birth of our Earth and solar system 4.7 billion years ago, to the emergence of the protocell about 2.5 billion years ago, to the emergence of real life forms that were replicating in our primitive oceanic space. I'm going to take you through a journey that has started with our real mother, a woman who lived 150,000 years ago in Africa. Our first exodus from the earth to populate this beautiful earth of ours. Then I will bring you through recorded history of mankind, through that linear thought process. And so many physicists who have really worked so hard to understand our materialistic world, understand what we're made of, the so-called cells, to peer through these cells to understand the nature of molecules and atoms, and even go to the subatomic levels. I will take you then through a mission to have to do this, that we have reach to a point in time that we have to unify with one voice, the voice of goodness in this world, that we manage to muster all the forces that are needed to rid ourselves from the evil that may pop up here and there. Then I take you through another journey in time, in future. I will let you see that we are about to create images of ourselves that, unless we make it, purify it, and don't let it to have any evil in it, ultimately may allow the demise of mankind and everything that we celebrate in our earth. The general artificial intelligence and the super intelligent AI. We really have the obligation to understand these are going to be our descendants that can change the future of mankind. I will take you through a history of our future from 2030 to 2075, through transhumanism and posthumanism, through evolution of our conscious mind, that it has taken 600 million years to get us to here. And then I will offer to you the second exodus of mankind, or our descendants, or even perhaps ourselves, to go out of Earth to discover all the laws of physics in this universe, allowing the emergence of a unified consciousness that no longer requires matter, and it does not require energy. It will not abide by E equal mc squared. It's hard to understand. How is this possible? And what is the destiny of our galaxies and our universe? Some see it as a dark, black end, the so-called end game. But I want to foster another idea of hope and aspiration that doomsday hopefully will never come. I will take you through a hypothesis that takes into account all laws of physics that we know. But we will go beyond it to reach to an understanding that our life is indebted to a cosmic heartbeat. I hope you will be patient to go through this journey with me. Thank you.